Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow TVians. Amore et reserare. Amore et reserare. Love and respect. That is the TBC slogan to show you that it is with love and respect that we are on this our distribution phase now, where we welcome people by giving them gifts of a lot of money, gifts that are worth over 4 grains of gold, gifts that are worth over $2,000, 200 grains of gold. Fellow physicians, we know that we are at our momentum stage now, the stage at which we are supposed to exponentially increase our membership so that in a very short time we shall get to our target of 1 billion verified members. But before I continue, let us do what we are supposed to do every day. If you're a member of the TBC community worldwide, you're supposed to go to the blog, read it, study it, listen to it, because that is where the admin, through that channel, that admin keeps in touch with us on a daily basis. So if you want to know what is happening in TBC, you go to the blog every day, you see what is happening there. So let's go there. I'll share my screen. We go to the blog. So we'll go to the blog now. I'll reduce this screen now. And then we'll go to the blog, the Billion Coin. So this is the blog. The admin gets in touch with us through this blog on a daily basis. So let's see what admin says here now. Helpful French training. Mr. Mbederik, one of the leaders of TBC community, is having a training both in English and French every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday by 8 p.m. West African or Nigerian or Cameroon time. So it's very interesting because you learn a lot of things. And this training is free, ladies and gentlemen. It is free. It costs you nothing. It takes you by the hand and leads you on until you begin to catch flow. Catch flow is a means by which you sustain yourself while you are recruiting members. Cash flow does not disturb you from your regular business or job. It's only a thing you can do in 1 hour or 30 minutes every day, and you'll be getting income. A lot of people are getting more than $400 a day, but the minimum you are expected as a cash flowing member of TBC is $100 a day. But in Nigerian, that is a lot of money. It's 35,000, 40,000 naira a day. And how many people make that type of money daily in Nigeria? not even monthly. People are struggling to have 30,000 naira minimum wage a month. The oppressive governments we have in this place do not want to let that be. So for you to earn $35,000 naira or 40,000 naira every day through cash flow is a lot. And it's a thing that every member should quickly go and join the cash flow coaching team every day. The training that takes place Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You only have to be a partner to Mr. M. Bedaric, and that's all. And then he will teach you, and you will become an expert to become a sponsoring machine, because that's what we want from everybody to be now, sponsoring machine, so that you'll be able to gain as many members as possible, so that within a very short time, we get to our 1 billion mark. We're over 3 million members now. So there's no reason why, if one brings two and the other one brings another two, just exponentially we get to our target. So another topic here is an attack on humanity is an attack on you. Yeah, that is obvious, ladies and gentlemen. If anybody attacks humanity, we are part of the humanity, we are part of it. And that is what the elite is doing. They are attacking humanity from all angles. They have been embedded in the present economic situation that it collapses. It's an attack on us, because if it collapses and we have no alternative window out to escape, we're destroyed. So it's an attack on us. So we are lucky. God has sent us excuse me, a program, a platform on which we can chart our own course and leave the elite on their devilish track. That is a TBC platform. You join the TBC, you're going to do everything that has to do in TBC, which are very simple. Everything has been set down. You only need to copy and paste. You only need to duplicate. You only need to follow what has been set down. You don't need to, even speaking or thinking is unnecessary, because everything has been put down for you. You just follow it and you get to their cash flow, and you keep on getting new members every day. And within a short time, money will become liquid, and we'll be using it among ourselves to transact. When we transact among ourselves, almost everybody being a merchant, there's no goods or service in the world we shall not have in our group of 1 billion people. And then we can exchange it with our own money, with our own means of exchange, which is TBC or crinkles. So it's a very simple procedure, and it has made it very easy for us to cash flow. So the other one is be kind. Even when others challenge you. Yes, I mean, that is a normal heavenly principles. Even Jesus Christ said, if you are slapped on one cheek, you turn the other. So you don't need to be angry, because if you get angry, they throw you off track. You want to remain on track. You want to build up the future for you, your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and generation unborn. You want to build an economic situation for them, a parallel economy on which they will survive and flourish as God has wanted them. So don't let yourself be distracted by people challenging you, because a lot of people don't want to even understand what TBC stands for. They keep on wallowing in ignorance, and they don't want to be educated. They don't want to listen, because these are people who have been brainwashed. Their soul and mind have been captured and imprisoned in the slave casket or enclosure, that they don't want to break loose. They don't want to break loose. Irrespective of whatever you tell them, they don't want to listen. So that means has given us the principle of some will, some won't, so what? Those that will, we concentrate on them, and there are billions of people that will. Those that won't are the distractors and detractors. Nothing will change them until they get to their destruction, which is when this present economic fiat currency collapses. Then they'll begin to cry and look for savior. But then don't let them distract you. Then this is a training I attended yesterday by 8 p.m. It's from Mr. Mbe Derrick, From Grass to Grace. In that training, Mbe Derrick showed us how he developed himself in TBC from one-room apartment with his family to a beautiful house and property. Now he is now a millionaire, and we have not even got to our destination yet. So that is what he's saying. If you follow the steps, if you let yourself be educated and trained in TBC by following the leaders, by going to the lectures and tutorials and being their partners, that's what he did. And he is now well to do, from grass to grace. It is very, very interesting that you watch this. In this program, this tutorial, in this lecture, we learned a lot of things. How you can handle your social media. A lot of us, myself in particular, have not been paying attention to that Facebook, because I've been looking at it as where children go to play, you know, always showing their pictures and all that. But realizing now that you can use it as a means of making cash flow, it is necessary that we should listen to this From Grass to Grace, because it showed us how we should make our Facebook pages or walls very, very interesting and attractive. And by the time you make it interesting and attractive, people will would like to contact you. They would like to be your friend. And when they become your friends, be in your group, you can now give them the gift, the wonderful gift we have, the very attractive gift we have, and they will join TBC, and we shall get to this. So this video is very, very important, that any musician who wants to progress in TBC should watch it. Okay, and yesterday something happened. That is a YouTube live broadcast seems to be having issue at this time poster. That is admin posted this after the same button meeting of yesterday. In most of the languages failed. English failed, and French and a few other ones. But I was able to attend the Hindi. The Hindi succeeded. So admin is advising. So let's read what it says. Let's go to it. It's a very brief one. Let's go and read the full text. Okay. YouTube live broadcasts seem to be having issues at this time. YouTube video. So admin wrote here, seems YouTube live broadcasts are under maintenance at this time. We have rescheduled all same button meetings for Tuesday at 8 a.m. PT SPM time. Sorry for the inconveniences of this third-party technical difficulty. Yeah. This is, I mean, we should all be expecting this from time to time. These are technical things. Sometimes they play pranks on you. And then what matters is that it is resolved. And YouTube is a very big organization. They will surely resolve it. So all the same button meetings is back again by 8 a.m. PT Pacific time or 5 p.m. our Nigerian time. So please, it is very, very important if you are a good technician of good standing, that is, you are paid the admin fee, you are one of us in earnest. It is very, very necessary and important that you attend the same button meetings, because it is during that meetings that you hear things that you may not be able and may not be willing to give you on this blog here. So he sends it through the same button meeting because he knows that it is the real technicians that are attending those meetings. So please, if you're a good technician and you want to progress and make sure we get to our target very quickly, attend same button meetings. It is extremely important. It is very, very important. And then here is seize the TBC opportunity. Yeah, that is what I've been preaching. If you watched my live broadcast of 2 days ago, my 100th live broadcast, I spoke extensively of people seizing the opportunity to grab TBC. It's very, very important. Let's look at who made this broadcast here. Seize the opportunity. So it's Mr. Stephen Coffey. He's one of our big leaders. So he says you should seize the opportunity, just like I said to my own people on my 100th podcast, that they should seize the opportunity. Because I once promised to make the millionaires, and God sent me this platform to use to make the millionaires. So God has made me to fulfill my own promise of giving the opportunity. It is now their own time. It depends on them now to use the opportunity and become whatever they want to become. TBC is a place you will become a millionaire or a billionaire as you join and work a little bit. For everything you do in TBC, you are compensated and their value increases. The value of your wallet increases on a daily basis as you work, as you do some job. You cannot be a millionaire or a billionaire by lying down on your bed and sleeping. It's not possible. Even if you have the billion or million, it will disappear in no time from here. So for you to be a millionaire and maintain it, you have to work. You have to devise methods, you have to devise businesses, you have to become a merchant, you have to be able to employ people and do some other things that will keep on multiplying your money and keep you remaining a millionaire or a billionaire. And to do that, TBC has established set down methods of teaching you what to do, how to do it, and the people that are ready to teach you are there, willing and are ready all the time to teach. So please attend the tutorials or the trainings of our leaders. Randy Wilson does, Stephen Coffey, Dan Lutz, Pitam Kumar, there are many of them. So you have opportunity in every part of the world they come from to attend these trainings and become very knowledgeable in cash flowing. It's very, very important. We don't need an exchange. Yeah, this is a story that keeps on coming all the time. There are fraudsters everywhere who are trying to lure people into their dungeon who tell people that you come, you bring your money, bring your TBC, we exchange it for this. It's not true. That is not what TBC is all about. These people are not members of TBC, and if they are members of TBC, they are working in ignorance. They don't know what TBC stands for. Our money is for internal exchange of goods and services. We do not cash out. We do not exchange. We don't exchange here in TBC. We use our money for transactions among ourselves and thereby progressing. There are merchants who are selling their goods with discount, partly on you pay partly with TBC and partly with cash. You can establish businesses through that means. You can import and sell in their own area where you live. India, they are selling all sorts of things now. In Nigeria, they are selling. In Cameroon, almost everywhere in the world now, TBC members are making waves. They are exchanging goods with services and coins. So we make use of that opportunity and forget this exchange. All these who say they do exchange and they can catch you out and all that, that is absolute rubbish. We have nothing to do with that. So this day 12 of Derek's daily challenge, where he shows you how to do ice breaking with ease and finesse. But he also tells you that everything does not end with ice breaking. When you ice break and they reply you, do you know the next step to follow? Do you know what next to do? That is what you learn at the training sessions. Do you know what to tell the person? Do you know how to go about it? You learn this at the training sessions. You go there and you are taught very effectively. So are you using all of the TBC tools admin has provided? That is another question. There are a lot of tools that have been provided in TBC. A lot of people don't know how to use them. If you go to the tutorial, the lectures that are being held everywhere, and you join them, you will learn how to use all the tools. It makes life very easy for you. It makes you to cash flow very easily. And the last one for today is, what are the legal aspects of TBC being private in Hindi? In my 100 TBC Live Broadcast, I spoke about the mission and vision of TBC and the public announcement that stated that TBC is purely private and not public. Purely private and not public. TBC is not registered in any government or any country of this world. It is self-regulatory. It does its own thing within its own boundaries, and it's in no conflict with any government, because the government recognizes that TBC is purely private. That is why the mission of TBC being to eradicate poverty globally and usher in affluence and prosperity and abundance, it does that with the TBC coin or crinkle. The mission is to eradicate poverty worldwide, and what do you use in doing that is a crinkle of TBC. So that is the legal aspect of TBC, and it is being discussed in Hindi language. So that's interesting. So having done this, I want to quickly go to Crinkle Cash back office. I will go through that probably the next time, but let me quickly see what I can do here now. So Now, if you, I am now talking to uh, my fellow Tbcans who are new, and they are trying to recruit new members. When you send the gift to the member, you ask him, you have a gift for him, uh, does he want to receive it? And he says, okay. By the time you send it to him, please let him understand that there are things that come along around that form that he has to fill. Let's go there. Um, let's go there quickly. Let's go there. You see, because a lot of people, they just pounce on the form, and when they pounce on the form, and then they come back and be asking a lot of questions. And if you are not very versatile in TBC, if you're not old enough, and if you have not attended the trainings, you'll be having problem answering questions. That is why when you send them your referral link, when you send them your referral link, what is my this thing doing now quickly, please. When you send them your referral link, and they click on it, they will come to this page here. And now, if you look at the page, it's reached billions of dollars currency will be distributed by the end of 2019 or something like that. A lot of them rush quickly to fill this form here. Please advise them to go through that page first before they fill the form. Because if they go through that page, know why we have given them this free gift, which is to bring them in, they become our members, and help us to distribute the free gift. And help that getting, see this our friend here who has bought a SUV with a TBC. You will see that TBC is a means of exchange that is already in use. Millions of people are already using it. Then he will not be having problem of asking you, okay, what is he going to do with this now? Now, the only question he should be coming around to ask now is, how am I going to use my TBC? Then you begin to show him how to go about it. The value of his TBC, how to pay his admin fee, make a transaction, become a broadcaster, attend the important meeting, and so forth. So much and so forth. So please advise them to go through this page very well before they fill out the forms. It's very, very important. They should know that, because I have also undergone such queries by would-be members. But because I now advise them seriously to go through this page, if you feel like ask me questions, I ask you, have you gone through that page where your form is to see everything there to read and understand it? If you have any question there, come back and ask me. And in most cases, they understand now, and they begin to ask you how they will pay their membership, $10 admin fee and all that. So I will have to Let's stop sharing now and end. So it is important that they go through that page so that they will simplify matters for you. Let them not just rush to fill up the form. They should go through that page before they fill the form so that they understand most of the things, why we are taking our time to invite them to receive the free gift. Because we want them to help us distribute this free gift. We are in the distribution phase now, and we must get to our target as quickly as possible. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you tomorrow, God willing. Bye for now.